The best plan is Plan F.
No, the best plan is Plan G.
No, Plan N is the best. I'm sure you heard all these opinions.
In today's video, we will show you that finding the best plan doesn't mean just choosing the plan with the best coverage. You also need to know the rules are changing and the 3 methods on how the insurance companies will raise your rates.
Yes, we want you to have the best overall value you can afford for many years.
Hi, I'm Kai.
And I'm Ann, with Gracie, our retirement puppy. As licensed independent brokers for the past 18 years, we help people like you at no cost, representing over 50 plans assisting people in all 50 states.
Now, before we go into this confusing Medigap chart, please click the like button and subscribe. I know we sound like a broken record, but YouTube, when they see all this activity, they actually recommend these videos to other people.
And as a thank you, here's a picture of Gracie eating lemongrass.
What dog eats lemongrass?
I know, she's so weird.
What does your dog eat? Anyways, maybe that's for another video. Back to Medicare. Here's a chart from page 11 of the government guide called Choosing a Medigap Policy.
I know what you're thinking. This looks so overwhelming, right? Well, the focus of this video is to discuss the top 3 plans and see which plan is really the best. Look out for our other video where we break down every plan line by line. And in this chart, you will first see that Plan F still covers the most for 2023. Whatever Medicare does not finish paying, Plan F will have no gaps in coverage. However, some say Plan F is no longer available. Well, that's not true. Plan F is still available if you were eligible for Medicare before January 1st, 2020, even if you're retiring right now and going on Medicare for the first time.
Now, if you're eligible for Medicare after 2020, don't worry, you're not missing out. Plan F has always been more expensive than Plan G. Now, many say that Plan G is the second best plan. However, Plan G is the best value. Now, why? Well, Plan F is around $500 to $600 more per year than Plan G. Let's look at this chart. The only difference is the $226 Part B annual deductible. Once you meet the deductible, you're 100% covered with the gaps that Medicare doesn't pay, just like Plan F.
So even though Plan F is considered the best plan, Kai's right, that it's pretty much a no-brainer. Plan G is the best value. For the last 18 years, we rarely recommended Plan F unless that's what the client wanted.
Yeah, you can also think of Plan F as having faster rate increases and Plan G as more grounded with fewer rate increases. Remember, insurance, really any insurance with no deductible will typically go faster than plans with a small deductible.
If you currently have Plan F, call us and we can compare Plan G to see if you should switch. It's highly possible you could save around $400 to $600 per year.
Right. And switching to Plan G means that you're not losing any coverage. Even the Part B excess is covered. Part B excess is allowed when a doctor that does not take Medicare assignment charges up to 15% in excess to the Medicare negotiated rate. A few states that do not allow Medicare excess charges are listed here. Both Plan F and G cover the Part B excess charges 100%.
Lastly, some say Plan N is the best value since it's very similar to Plan G with only a $20 copay for some office visits and up to a $50 copayment for some emergency room visits. Now, even though Plan N does not cover Part B excess, some say that Part B excess charges has never happened, so that Plan N is the best value, especially since people save $20 to $30 a month less than Plan G.
To be fair, Part B excess, true, doesn't happen a whole lot, but I wouldn't say never as some allude to. Now, our office has had a few cases where that has happened. Now, ask yourself these questions. What type of person am I? Do I like to be in control? Suppose the best specialist in the country ends up charging an excess charge, like the Mayo Clinic. Would I regret not being able to upgrade to a Plan G? Is the savings of $20 to $30 really worth it? Remember that most states do not allow you to upgrade. Some states do have a birthday rule that will allow you to change around your birth month, but it's typically only equal or lesser in value.
So while you might consider Plan N, a key point to remember is that Medigap plans do not have an open enrollment every year. As stated on page 50, open enrollment is one time, except for these 4 states listed here. There's also a birthday rule in these 6 states. They allow you to switch around your birth month, but those states typically only allow you to switch equal or lesser in value.
That reminds me of the Subway coupon, buy one, get one free, equal or lesser.
If you're confused about the open enrollment rules, please look for our video that discusses the 3 types of open enrollment.
Another critical point to consider is the starting price for most of these top 3 plans. If you're turning 65, Plan F is only around $180 to $200 a month. Plan G is around $120 to $150 a month. And Plan N is around $90 to $120. While saving a few dollars for Plan N is suitable for some, it's $20 or $30 a month worth the risk of not having Part B access coverage and the potential of not being able to return to Plan G. Now lastly, if Plan G is so inexpensive, is it worth your time to go down to even looking at a Plan K, L, or even a high deductible F or G? Now look for this other video here where we'll compare the other Medigap plans line by line.
So the point is, you can only increase your coverage if you answer the health questions. So for example, you can go from a Plan G to a Plan N, but not an N to a G.
So which of these plans is the best overall value? Well, if you combine the premium, the coverage, along with the rules of changing, we feel, drumroll please, that is the worst trouble.
No.
Plan G has the best overall value. Now, which one do you personally think has the best overall value?
Plan F?
Plan G or
Plan N?
Please let us know in the comments below. Let's now discuss which insurance company is the best.
Guess what? I brought out this buzzer just in case.
Oh no.
Kai exaggerated. There's no such thing as which insurance company is the best, and here's why.
Okay.
Page 10 of the government guide states that all Medigap plans, except for Massachusetts, Minnesota, and Wisconsin, are standardized.
Okay, you got me. Now imagine all of us went to a party and we all brought Coca-Cola. Now let's say Anne went to her favorite store, Costco, and I went to Safeway, and perhaps you went to a local gas station we never heard of. Are we gonna all argue about which store has the better Coke? I'm sure if our friends heard us arguing, they'd be saying, are you drinking Coke or are you guys sniffing Coke? Yes, Coke is Coke is Coke. The store doesn't matter. The price will be different, but not the product itself.
Likewise, a Plan G is a G is a G. No insurance company can change the core benefits. So that's why you find the cheapest Plan G.
Now you exaggerated. Choosing the right plan involves more than just choosing the coverage or the one that has the least expensive rate. What's also important is finding a coverage or plan that has the lowest increase, not just the cheapest plan. As promised, there is one key difference from company to company, and that's how they raise the rates. No company can be better than the other regarding the core benefits, and no company can restrict access to any provider that accepts Medicare. Regarding rate increases, there are 3 ways in which insurance companies can raise the rates. You have attained age, issue age, and community rating.
We did create another video in depth regarding the rate increases, right over here, which is the #1 complaint for Medigap plans. But before we go into those 3 methods that Kai just mentioned, remember to call us since we work with over 50 plans and can assist you in all 50 states. We get paid directly by the insurance companies, so there are no fees with working with us.
Here are the 3 methods in which insurance companies can raise your rates. First is attained age. Now these go up based on your age and is typically the least expensive. Number 2, we have issue age. Now this is usually the most expensive, but your age is frozen. The last is community rating. This is where you are in a group and you share your risk with the older and the younger. Now everybody pays the same rate regardless of age. As a baseline, you can expect around 3 to 8% since they all have these things in common. 1 is medical inflation, and 2 is other factors. So if you choose attained age, your rate increase could be around 8 to 30% per year, combining your age, medical inflation, and other factors.
Issue age is typically around 3% to 8%, but many states do not have issue age rated carriers. The 4 states listed here typically require all insurance companies to be issue age.
Be careful though. Many of those plans give a discount since the starting price is so high, but they slowly take away a discount each year. So if you add the sliding discount along with medical inflation and other factors, the increase could be more like 5 to 15% for issue age.
Lastly is a community-rated plan. Since everyone is in a group and pays the same rate regardless of age, usually you will see a huge discount for those that are younger, with a small discount decreasing each year. So if you combine the sliding discount and add medical inflation and other factors, a community-rated plan generally will raise your rate by around 5 to 10% per year. And in many states, there is usually one company that is community-rated.
So which insurance company is the best? Again, sorry, I'm taking this away from you. No company can be better than the other regarding benefits, network of doctors, or benefits getting improved. They're all the same. You happy? Now, what's most important to you? Would you rather start with a lower premium and take the chance of a higher rate increase? Well, then go with attained age.
Would you rather have the lowest increase per year? Then consider issue age or community-rated plans. Again, if you work with us, we have no bias. Our goal is to disclose everything you need to know.
And honestly, we don't understand why any of this is legal. Now, how can the insurance companies sell a plan, compare all the benefits, and not disclose to you, not even a little fine print that says, we will raise your rates based on attained age? I mean, have something at least.
This is a legal omission that should not be allowed. Do you agree with us? How do you feel?
Now, if you're considering buying a Medicare Advantage, since you're concerned about these rate increases, check out this other video here where we talk about the 3 different open enrollment rules.
And if you want us to expand on these rate increases, check out this other video we created down here. Remember to call us since we get paid directly by the insurance companies, so there are no fees for working with us.
So give us a call or fill out the information here at our website.